30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 55. 2, 3. He's coming. Double up. 61. Match box snap.
They'll run on 1st down. York. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. York, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready. 10 logo. 55 to right. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, exit. Beat them.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitlock. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Whitlock. He's going to fire one deep, and it's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
1st down.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Hey, check. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Hey, Haywood. Check 13.
From the gun, Whitlock. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
64, weak. Shift, watch the shift. Wide, get wide. Hit it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, seam six, shoot.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collier.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Alpha.
Second and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sweeney, and the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Set up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Whitlock looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Greer. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, York. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Whitlock. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
218, chop it. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Barnes. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready to break.
56.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, it's Barnes. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Check, 55, come on. Don't get nervous. Let's go.
On first down, Whitlock. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Hey, echo. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Here we go. Check three. Let's go.
Back to throw. Whitlock. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch twist. Check it back. Yo, faster. Set. Check 13. Look at me. Go. Check nickel. Kill.
From the gun, Whitlock. And able to haul it in is Kittle. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Tight go.
To throw on second down. Whitlock. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Whitlock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Hey, Charlie! 53's the mic. 53's the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right. Get it.
Throwing on first down. Sweeney throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collier. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Indy. 53 flat. They want this.
They'll try the left side. Barnes. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Watch the out, watch the out.
He'll try to run this one in. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Go. Buzz, be ready. Hey, high 7. 53, Mike. Let's go one more. 53's the Mike. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
On first down, York. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10. Whitlock. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
He's checking. Crash.
To throw again. Whitlock. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Spot. No. Kill 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Turn up. 57's the back.
They'll run on 1st down. York. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Hey, Delta.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's get the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Sweeney, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53 to Mike. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. York, and he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. On 3rd down, York, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Hey, foxtrot.
On 4th down, Whitlock. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
80 weapon.
On 1st down, Barnes. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
132 fighter.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barnes, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen. Pass. Out.
Check 9. Ready.
Grimes. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 1st down, Sweeney under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Barnes. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
You got him.
Down. 50. Plant.
Check. Mike 55.
Hey, Sam off. Buzz. Hurry.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sweeney going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
They'll run on 1st down. York, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. Take 4. Smooth. 61, matchbox lights. Joker. Check 24. Go.
From the gun, Whitlock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
You got that right there. Hey, watch it. He's coming. We got double up. Rock it. Whip. Watch the whip. Go.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 62 yards.
62 yards on the play. 1st down, Seattle.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock. And a quick throw here that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Go. Mike 57. Watch the screen.
2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
weak.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Looking to throw. Whitlock. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Under 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barnes. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
56. Hey, here we go.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Sweeney. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitlock completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
And the Seahawks.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
The 46-yard line.
Check it out, free. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Yes.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's how we do, D.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now. Go.
From the gun, Whitlock. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Barnes. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collier. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry.
Ready, 30 base.
Check 56. Check right, check right.
On the ball. Ready.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Keep it up, guys.
Hey, exit.
56. Mike's 56.
5.
On 4th down, Sweeney. Going for a right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. On 1st down, Barnes. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the ready.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Check, check. 3 out, 3 out.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
56. Mike's 56.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
23 more yards. That's another Rams first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready to break.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. So we got man. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, Echo.
55. Check 55. Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
55 Mike, guys. 55. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. Alert flare. Alert.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Topper.
53. Check 53. Let's go, D.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Seahawks, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.